this postseason. Spurs, Wolves, San Antonio with the 2-1 series lead going into Game 4 in Minute. Early second quarter, Spurs down 2. Now, Wemby and Naz Reid are getting to it in the painted area. Eventually, that elbow would drop Reid. Wemby checking on himself. Reid is, working the jaw to make sure everything's intact. And, yeah, on the replay, even Dylan Harper can't believe it. Almost called him his daddy's name. My fault, Dylan. Wemby hits Reid square in his jaw. Refs would eventually conference to determine that he would earn a flagrant 2 with that move and get absolutely tossed. He was unclear as to what a flagrant 2 was, apparently. The alien, apparently foreign language to him. Wemby gets ejected for the first time in his career, finished with 4 points. Stephon Castle had thoughts on the ejectocito cuz.
I saw the whole thing. I think I was asking Vic to throw the ball back out. I saw that they was grabbing his arms. I feel like that's just a natural reaction to try and, move the ball away from them. I understand both sides of it. Obviously he did hit him. So it's tough to have him out. Obviously nobody could make up what Vic does for us. So, we just had to move on.
If the people that are in charge of controlling the game and protecting the physicality of the game don't do that, then at some point he's going to have to protect himself with physicality that people try to impose on him. And the lack of protection is really disappointing. And at some level, it's starting to get actually disgusting. I'm glad he took matters into his own hands. Again, not in terms of hitting Naz Reid, but let me be very clear about that. I'm glad Naz Reid was okay, and I didn't want him to elbow him. But he's going to have to protect himself if they're not. And I think it's disgusting.
In terms of taking the elbow, were you surprised? How much did it impact you? How much did it hurt? And have you been hit like that before in this game?
Pain is weakness leaving the body. That's it.
Well, that's one way to put it. Translation, it hurt. In the game itself, fourth quarter got a little wild. Minnesota down 6. Anthony Edwards, who was absolutely massive in the fourth. That pulled his team within 3. Then down 2, Edwards again, double, passes up. Why not hit another 3? And then there was this whole thing all game between him and Mitch Johnson. Let him know it. Timberwolves up 1. De'Aaron Fox almost loses the ball. Hits that shot, gets 24. Spurs back out in front. 4 minutes to go. Spurs down 1. Dylan Harper. He also had 24 to go with 7 rebounds back in front of the Spurs. Next Minnesota possession, Reid to Rudy Gobert. Layup and the foul. Now we're just going to flex. Everyone's going to flex. Power your bicep. 103, 101. Edwards, after the Reid miss, there for the rebounding and finish. 36 points. The 16 of them came in the fourth. It's a 4-point lead. Ayo Dosunmu getting the ball, immediately doubled. Harper with the steal. Then it's Julian Champagny. For the foul, he go to the line, make both of them. Spurs down 112-109. 20 seconds, Minnesota inbounding. Dosunmu gets the inbound. They try to get the ball at the court. No, the defense is good. Yes, the trap. Minnesota is forced to use a timeout. 13 seconds to play. Timberwolves need to get this over half court in like a second. McDaniels, this is the foul in the house. I don't know how that's a turnover. In fact, no, that is a turnover. It's just like a turnover didn't actually happen.
You talk about did you see him trying to catch that pass? What were you thinking in that moment?
Roddy White.
Obviously, that is the receiver I would go with. What? Timberwolves win Game 4, 114-109. Series is now tied. Edwards got his 10th 35-point game of his playoff career, doubling up what all the other Timberwolves players have done in literal playoff history. This is also Ant-Man's second straight 30-point game and his third 30-point game of these playoffs. And the day, the significance of Mother's Day, was not lost on him. Remember, Edwards lost his own mother back in 2015, and this one was for her.
Today is Mother's Day, and so I just wanted to win for my mom, and it was just that simple.
Was she on your mind all day today? Or
for sure, yeah. I couldn't lose this game for her, for sure.
It was special, this This is what he loves. This is what he lives for. You know, not just big games, but big moments. For the most part, when he wasn't doubled, you know, he got to his stuff quick and clean, and that's who he is. That's who you need him to be. We're lucky to have him, and he's special, no doubt. Especially given what he's been fighting through over the last month and a half.
Yeah.
I'm hype. I'm hype.
Ant-Man played 40 minutes. He had 36 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 13 of 22. But Julius Randle had 12 points. Jaden McDaniels had 14 points. Rudy Gobert had a double-double, 11 and 13. Naz Reid chipped in with 15 points. He was 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Mike Conley, perfect from the field, 2 of 2 field goals, 2 of 2 from the three-point line. Terrence Shannon Jr. had 8 points. So basically everybody that played scored at least 8 points, with 6 of those guys in double figures. Give San Antonio credit. They played extremely well without their best player on the court, but I think it was just a little bit too much for them to overcome. Dylan Harper was sensational tonight. Castle played well. Vassell, De'Aaron Fox, Champagne, guys played well, but Vic, you know, you get your best player only plays 12-minute guys. You're asking an awful lot. You're not talking about just a regular starter. You're talking about a defensive player of the year. We're talking about an MVP candidate, and you saw the stat that they put on the screen. You look at, they were 8 for 18 in paint, but then he leaves the game, they're 6 for 8. And I believe that was the difference in the ball game. Joe, we got ourselves a series now. It goes back to San Antonio. The Spurs did what they wanted to do. They came in and they got at least one game. They wanted to extend this series, and that's what they were able to do. They would have loved to have gotten both of these ball games, and there's a chance they could have, but they didn't. How was Minnesota able to withstand everything that San Antonio threw at them and still come away with a victory?
Well, I mean, okay, Ocho, we got to be honest. You know, without Wemby, it's a pretty even damn game.
Yes, sir.
If you want me to be honest, this is for people who really enjoy, you know, the game of hoops. Like when you talk about getting buckets, when you're talking about growing up playing in the park, bro. And, you know, okay, Ocho, you got guys who can really score the ball and you got guys who can defend. I think this was, if you love two-way players, this was great. Because you got Castle, Vassell, Fox, Harper. Man, all these guys are great off the dribble, but so is Ant-Man, DeSamu, McDaniels, Shannon. I just thought, man, it was great basketball. Once Wemby went out, hell, I didn't know who was going to win. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought Fox got it going late, and Wemby's the biggest difference maker, man. Timberwolves have made this a series. But, bruh, I'm talking about bucket after bucket, tough defense, making tough baskets, like just coming up clutch. Hey, look, let me tell you something. If you playing with that basketball around Fox partner, he probably going to get his hands on it, okay?
Yeah.
That boy is sitting down, babe, man. Hey, Ocho, them boys some ball, man. This is a game tonight. I ain't going to lie to you. But without Wemby, I mean, I think the Spurs are still competed. Yeah, at one point, I thought they were really going to pull away and win this game.
I did too.
But Minnesota did what they had to do, bro. They evened up the series. Now they got to go back to San Antonio, but a hell of a ball game tonight.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle and Joe, I was kind of nervous. I was kind of nervous for the Wolves. Obviously, when Wemby went out early in the second quarter, obviously he has to learn to keep his composure, especially in situations like that. But this is exactly what you want to do to their best player. You want to antagonize him. You want to frustrate him. You want to be in his jersey. You want to be in his chest and get him to have moments like this. You know, but almost it seemed like the Spurs were still going to pull this off until the Wolves were able to come away with it towards the end of the game. That goddamn Ant-Man was phenomenal. Ant was phenomenal, and obviously he was playing on both ends. They were trying to trap him a little bit, but one of the reasons why I think the Wolves did win this game, free throws. They were 91% from three. Yeah. From 3-point line, they were 37%, and they won on the glass. They were 49%. Outside of that, I mean, you got to figure out what you're gonna do with Wemby in Game 4. Wait, Game 4 or Game 5? Game 5.
Yeah. Game 5.
Yeah, Game 5. You got to find a way to neutralize him in some kind of way or slow him down. If you can't slow him down, you know he's gonna always get his. You got to deal with the other foe. You got to deal with the other foe people. Outside of that was a goddamn good. That was a good ass game.
It was an outstanding ball game. Both teams competed. That's what you wanted to see. You hate to see Wemby get thrown out of the ball game, but I thought in that situation he earned the right to get thrown out because it was excessive. It was above the head and shoulder area. I mean, it caught him cold in the jaw. But the thing was so surprising is that when they said it over the PA announcer, you see him grab Harrison Barnes and say, "What does that mean?"
What does that mean? Yeah.
He said, "You're out of the game." He's like, "Oh." And because he had no idea. He heard flagrant 2, excessive, and X, Y, and Z. He didn't know. He had no idea. I don't think he realized that he could be thrown out. And he definitely didn't think he was going to be thrown out because a lot of times, Joe and Ocho, you know this, in certain situations, the playoff game in the regular season is a no-brainer. They ain't even taking that long.
Right.
They going over there to look, oh, yeah, man, that's excessive. He up out of here. Yeah. But they like, guys, we got to throw him out. Did you see the force in which he landed that? Yeah. And it was malicious. And it doesn't matter intent. Intent only matters to Wemby because guess what? Nas Reed's jaw was still locked and he's on the floor and his head is hurting. So it doesn't matter if it was he intended to do it or not. I don't think they really had a choice in that matter, but I want to commend the San Antonio Spurs for still competing the way they competing because this game really didn't get decided until like the last 30 seconds in the ball game because they almost got an 8-second call because they had the Sumo trapped in the back corner. Yeah. One thing you don't want to do in a situation like that, Joe, you know you don't want to get caught in the corner because they know where you can go. You can't throw the ball under because you mess around and hit the back of the goal. Yeah. And you can't see anybody. So they had him trapped. Good thing Chris Finch had one more timeout. He ran and Williams was able to see him. The referee was able to see him and get that call. But they almost got him in an 8-second clock, and it's been very interesting to see what happened after that. Go ahead, Ocho.
Now I have a question, Uncle Joe. Y'all would probably know better than I do. And when you get thrown at a game like this, obviously you still got to get disciplined. Will they go as far as suspending Wemby for Game 5, or will they just let this go?
I don't think they'll suspend.
No, they're not going to suspend it for Game 5. He'll get fined.
Okay.
Yeah. Anytime you get thrown out of a ball game, it's a fine.
Okay.
No, they're not going to. That'll be excessive, and they're not going to. And you're not because the one thing you don't want to do is tilt the balance of power. Now we've seen it happen before, Joe. I don't know if you were still there when Amari Stoudemire and them. The guys were winning.
I was gone.
And San Antonio, you remember that? Yeah. And Robert Ory bumped him, and they came off and they shoved him, and David Stern threw their ass out. Yeah. I mean, he suspended them for the next game, and it really wasn't a series. It wasn't. It wasn't even close after that because you lose Robert Ory, but you lose 2-star players from the San Antonio from Phoenix Sun. But I don't think that's going to be the case in this situation. Right. And because the game was already over in that situation in the Phoenix San Antonio game, it was only like a minute to go in the ball game. So you had to have some sort of discipline because you don't want guys coming off the bench. That's why they say if you on the bench, stay your ass there because normally if you come off the bench, it's going to be an automatic suspension. Right. But in this situation, I do not see Wemby getting any further discipline. But I think in that situation, it's not a practice where he earned that. He didn't deserve it. He earned it. Yeah. And it's like, well, bro, look how he threw that thing.
Yeah, he threw that thing with some conviction now, and you know what? And for him, it's kind of out of character too. We haven't seen him act like this, but it's also a good thing. I'm not gonna let y'all push and shove me around and think y'all just gonna handle me any old kind of way.
Nah, it ain't no damn good thing. Ocho, control your damn emotions out there.
Joey, hold on, Joe. We talk about basketball now. We see this happen all the time.
Now listen. This is what the Timberwolves are designed to do. Hell, how you gonna stop Wemby? We gonna get his ass up out of here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just said that. You're right.
Do whatever we can to frustrate him. Keep putting our hands on him.
Yes, sir.
Putting bodies on him. For a guy who's 7'5", Uncle Ocho, I ain't seen nobody on the floor as much as him. He hit the floor almost every other play, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I just think the T-Wolves are being physical with him. And he got a bit frustrated. You know what I mean? That's why when they told him on the bench, he was like, what that mean? And then he just started dapping everybody up because I felt like he kind of knew the intent that he brought with that. And he draw back. He was like, okay, fine. Dap my teammates up. Y'all go out here. Y'all try and win this game. I'm going to be in the back. He didn't give no disruption about that.
Nope.
I felt, so he knew he had done something that he probably should have. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I think come Game 6, Game 5, you're gonna see the best Wemby. He's going to come out with intent. They're going to look to get him the ball early.
Yeah.
They're going to look to establish him, and he wants to send a message. Okay, y'all won game 4. Y'all got me up out of there. But this is why y'all got me up out of there, because I'm finna get Rudy this work. Absolutely. And don't y'all if y'all bring that thing anywhere near, if it's in Hennepin County, I'm throwing it up out of here. You better be in Duluth. You better be in St. Paul. You better, hey, don't you bring that to Minneapolis, because if you bring it to Minneapolis, I'm throwing it up out of here.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if he had another triple-double with blocks, because he's going to be on a mission. Now, the thing is, now you got to control those emotions. It's okay to play with control chaos.
Yes, sir.
Because that's what you want. You want control chaos. But as I said, control.
Mm-hmm.
I think, for him, that's going to be the biggest key, is for them to get to him early and say, look here, we want you to be Wemby, but you got to control it. They're going to be watching you now. So, you get the ball. If they tie you up, they're not winning a jump ball situation. But anything like this here, they're going to be looking for it.
Yeah.
Let's control it. We got the team that can beat these guys. But I think you're going to see, I think Wemby's going to come out there, and he's going to be on a mission.
Hey, but hold up now. Hold up. I want y'all to take heed to something now. It's a guy out there. He's steady getting healthy about a minute, and that's Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yeah.
He ain't got that full explosion yet. But man, I'm talking about Uncle Ocho. When you talking about get to your spots and understanding the moment, you know him and Castle got a little Georgia boy.
They going back and forth. Yeah,
them boys going in. Hey, them boys locking up. Them boys making tough shots. But Ant-Man in another gear, fellas.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Uncle Ocho, I feel like each and every game he's starting to get better. He's starting to gain a little bit of that strength back. But it's hard to stay in front of him. And boy, when he's making that jump shot, it's a wrap.
You at his mercy.
Hey, listen, if he get one or two of them guys to come along with him, I don't care if it's Randall, McDaniel, Shannon, I don't care who it is. Hey man, they got a good chance to upset these boys.
When you know what I liked about Ant-Man today? Minimal three-point attempts. Yeah. Sometimes, Joe, he fall in love with that. And he's 8, 10, 12, 14. That's too many. And I understand he can make that shot. He's added that to his bag. But it takes him out of a rhythm of being aggressive. And I used to remember Michael Jordan says, well, I don't want to shoot threes. He said, because if it starts to fall, it takes me out of my aggressiveness. I want to be on attack mode. I want to attack your ass. And if I'm sitting out there hitting threes, it's going to take me out of my game. And then when I really need it, I'm not there. I don't have that rhythm. And so I thought Ant-Man today only attempting 5 3-point attempts. How many attempts? Yeah, 5 3-point attempts. I thought that was perfect, because it kept him aggressive, guys. I think it kept him trying to get, like you said, Joe, getting to his spot, putting the ball. Like I said, if you notice, he ain't really doing a whole lot of dunking. Because like you said, Joe, it ain't all the way back. But it's enough explosiveness there that he can rise up and shoot that shot.
Yeah, hey, and then think about it. Hell, when Wemby went out, why the hell would I shoot a 3? Boy, I'm coming in here, Olay. You hear me? Them boys can't stop me now, because the second line of defense, who you got, Cornette? Yeah, he decent back there, but hell, he ain't.
But I thought he played well, Joe.
Yeah, he did.
Think about you ask him to play 26 minutes. He played well, especially on the offensive end. Hey, he's rolling, he's setting quality picks, and you already know. See, that thing is with Wemby can sit a pick and pop. You already know Cornette ain't popping. He rolling. Right. He picking and rolling, diving to the basket, and he gonna get a lob, and they're gonna drop it up to him, and he gonna flush it home. So I give him a lot of credit for him having to play in a very chaotic situation.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, for Minnesota, I noticed, man, how easy it is for those guys to get to the basket and get layups when Wemby went up under there. You know, so that may have. That's probably why. Hey, that's probably why Ant-Man didn't shoot so many damn threes. Is what I'm saying. I just feel like Ant-Man in another gear, man. I feel like
Ocho, it was like when Goose and Big Sam wasn't in there. Team trying to run up the middle, but we had 700 pounds up there. Ain't nobody trying to run up no middle. You better try to toss it. You run up the middle if you want to, and good luck trying to get outside, because we had 5'2", we had Sharper, and we had they're gonna chase you down. So good luck with that. But you damn sure wasn't running when they had Sam. It's just like when Chicago, Ocho, you remember Chicago had Keith Traylor and Big Ted Washington in the middle?
Yeah.
They had damn near 800 pounds. And you damn sure wasn't running the ball against them two.
Absolutely not.
So, but look, It's gonna. Woo, we needed this guy because the last day. Look, we already got one sweep. We already got a broom in one series. Probably gonna get another broom in another series. The last thing we needed is just like brooms across the damn board. I'm glad Cleveland won because think about it, guys. If Cleveland didn't win and here come Detroit come in, guess what? Now we ain't got no series.
Hey. It made it an even game. I ain't mad that women got talked.
Hey, game 5 is what? What day is game 5?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe, who you like, Joe?
In what series?
I mean, this series, game 5, who you like?
Damn, Ocho.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard.
I like both of them, man, because they got some dogs. Both of them got.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about some guys who really out there competing, man. Hey,
Yes,
they
sir.
ain't foul baiting or nothing. It's bucket for bucket. I like Ant-Man and what he doing. I like Castle and the crew. Ooh, but that Wemby. Damn.
Yeah, he the difference, huh?
The difference, bro. You put him out there, it looked like San Antonio playing against a damn G League team. Straight up, I'm for real. That's how much of a difference he makes. And I seen it when he went out. And you notice that the guys from the T-Wolves, bro, it's like they got ultra aggressive. Look at Nas Reed. He swear he's a 6'10" Kyrie Irving. I'm talking about that boy. Hey, he got that little yeah. Hey, them boy were getting to it tonight, man. I see it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, the thing is, when you rob a bank, what you do? You scope it out. You look at the pattern, okay, the security on, what time he get there, how long it take him to get, how long the police take to answer a call. You see women in the game, ain't nobody trying to steal no buckets.
Man.
Now, hey, I'm gonna shoot this shot out here. It's wide open. Bro, you 25 feet out, what you mean you wide open? You think I'm finna go in there? Because Wemby, if he's on one side of the basket,
bro,
with one step, you're not getting that shot off. It's not. If you do get it off, it's not an easy shot. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I think it's going to be a great game. We need a great game. I think it'll be close. But if I had to bet some money that meant something to me, and if it's my money, it means something to me. I put my money on San Antonio.
Yeah, hey, Wemby is such a difference maker, man. He's such a difference maker in that series. And Rudy is going to have an out-of-body experience, not offensively, but defensively. He's going to have to do everything he can.
I don't think he can. Not on Wemby.
No, that ain't him.
The problem you have is Wemby got too much in his bag for anybody. You know what I mean? Once he goes up to shoot or go off his launching pad, hell, ain't nothing you can do, man. You just got to miss. Now, you got to continue to be physical with him, knock his ass down every chance you get.
Contest everything you can.
But the thing is, Ocho, even if he don't block the shot, if I drive in there and I know he there, I ain't even looking at the damn basket. I'm trying to see my next pass coming in. He creates that indecision.
Exactly.
Yeah, he creates that indecision, and therefore when he's not in there, as soon as you get by your man, you know you're going straight to the rack. Float game, layup, whatever. But he's in there. If he don't even block it, bro, his presence alone, it makes it alter your decision making.
He's gonna get somewhere between 3 to 5 blocks. But he's gonna make you alter your shot another 5 to 10 times.
Hello.
So even if he doesn't block it, you're not shooting a normal shot, even if it's a floater, because he's gonna block something up to 12 foot high.
Yes, sir.
So what are you gonna do? So even if you like, screen him off, you got him screened. Nah, it don't matter. See, Rudy can bother him down there because Rudy is 7'1", but with Nas Reed is 6'10". So now he has a 7-inch advantage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's hard. It's hard to challenge his shot because, like you said, if you go back and look at what was that game 3, when he had that monster game, he put the ball on the floor. They end up having to take Rudy out.
Yeah.
Because he's not giving you anything offensively, and he's not impeding on the defensive end. So I got to put somebody in there. Even if you can't impede him, you can give me something on the other end that make him have to exhaust some of that energy. Because on the other end, he's just chilling. He's just roaming.
Yeah.
He a 7'4.5" Ed Reed.
Yeah.
He throw it anywhere. I'm going to go get it.
And the problem is he's so damn tall that if you're not Rudy Gobert, then when he do catch and turn, hell, he might hit you with an elbow every time. Straight up. You know, when you think about it, he caught Nas, he caught him good. But think about it. Nas is right there when he catch the ball.
He right there at elbow range.
Yeah, he's right there. You know, that's a dangerous range. That's a dangerous range to be in because he could probably get caught a few times if he had to guard him as much as he did tonight. But I thought they done a great job of frustrating him. He went out, he bowed out. No gripe or groan. I think he understood he was wrong, but I thought it made it an even game, fellas. It's just like playing in a Sunday. I'm talking about you get your 5, I got my 5. Yeah, we going at it. Yeah, I got some guys who can get money. You got some guys who can get money. Let's see who come up with it at the end. And
may the best man win.
Hey, Ant-Man just took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, he did.
I got a question for you, Joe. Do you believe those guys with the looks they got tonight from 3 and they didn't knock them down, do you still believe they'll be that unsuccessful shooting the 3 once they get back in their building? Because I thought they had some great look at 3s and they just missed them.
You're right. I think with them having home court advantage back now, let's say worst case, hell, you're gonna get 2 games in San Antonio and 1 game in Minnesota.
Correct.
No, I don't think they're gonna be as off as they were tonight. Now I do think without Wemby being out there, Uncle Ocho, them guys, they got some guys who can go get money, but creating for other guys, get wide open shots, it really was a whole lot of opportunities, man. Because, look, if we run in pick and roll, and let's say we got a pick and roll coverage, and I got a real big like Rudy out there, then he probably gonna hedge, let me get under whatever.
I'm hedging because I ain't worried about Rudy popping.
Yeah. But if we out there and we switching everything, that means look, all these schemes y'all running, this shit ain't gonna work. You gonna have to have somebody who can get in their bag and get by somebody and get a bucket. That's why you see Fox and Castle and Harper and Edwards. That's why you see these guys thrive in these moments, bro. It was just guard your man. And
the thing is, even if you get Wemby in a pick, if you beat him, have you really beat him?
No, sir.
No.
Unless he at half court.
No.
The only way you beat him is go lay that ball up if he's at half court. Because if he a step behind you, you better go up on the other side of the basket. You better not lay it up on the side that you beat him to.
Right.
Because if you do, he gonna pin it.
The funny thing, he might pin it if he goes to the other side too. Honestly.
Well, I don't think he ain't gonna be expecting that. But you better oh my bad, I'm going up under here. Because if you pop, you gonna hear double tap just like in a block point. Ocho, you hear that double thud, doo doo.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta give him some credit too, though, Unc. I'm what Ocho's saying. His impeccable timing that he has on blocking them shots. Yeah. There's been a lot of guys 7-2, 7-3. If we just be for real, who can't block no damn shots like Wemby. I just think he has impeccable timing. When it comes to blocking shots, and that's a skill in itself. Let alone his ass being 7'5".
Yeah.
Right. So. He's just a huge disadvantage, bro. You put him think about this. You put Wemby on Minnesota team, what the hell they gonna look like? An unbeatable team?
They unbeatable. With Ant-Man and Wemby?
Hear me? So
that'd be like having Shaq and Kobe. Because we had never seen a guy as skilled as Shaq at that size. Right. Now imagine putting 4 inches on Shaq, a guy that be able to shoot the 3. I think Shaq made 1 3 like end of the quarter, end of something like that. He made a 3. But imagine if Shaq could shoot a 3 with his domination down on the block. Well, that's what Wemby. Wemby is not as dominant, but Wemby can shoot the mid-range. Wemby got 3. Wemby can post you up. So just imagine he's in year 3. Can you imagine what Wemby's going to look like if he still stay on this trajectory, still progress? Can you imagine what he's going to look like in year 6 at 25?
That's crazy.
But here's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you put him on Minnesota, they look unbeatable. Because San Antonio and Minnesota got guard play that's elite in the NBA, meaning guys who can go get a basket and guys who can guard, bro. You ain't just going at none of them dudes. All these dudes can play. So he ain't just got any guards, is what I'm saying. He got some elite guard play.
Right.
So I think that makes a huge difference. And it just, it fits so well around him that he's able to play make at times. And hell, at 7'5", handling the ball like a PG, bro, that's just unguardable. But
when you look at Wemby in San Antonio, he got guards that can shoot, but he don't have guys that can score. Like Ant-Man. You see the difference. Like there are other guys, but Shaq had Kobe. Kobe could score. So now you got Okay, you double Ant-Man. You really want to leave Wemby one-on-one with anybody?
No.
See, they don't have guys on the perimeter. I got to double. Look, as good as Castle and Vassell and Fox.
Right.
The only guy that I got to really double is Fox, but I got to worry about Fox getting to the rim. Those aren't shot making. Ant-Man is a shot maker. Kobe was a shot maker. There's a difference between guys that can score and guys that can make shots.
Absolutely.
Kobe could score and make shots. I look at Castle, I look at Vassell, I look at those Champagne, I look at guys that can score. I don't look at shot makers. You look at some of the shots that they shot a pick at 22 feet out. Ant-Man rolls up over the entire thing and nailed a three. There ain't a whole lot of guys in the NBA can do that.
Nah.
Now you pair that with 7'4.5" that can shoot the three, can pull up from mid-range, can put it on the floor at the top and get all the way down here and boom. No, you can't let that be. You can't.
Hey, Ant-Man put a different type of confidence, Uncle Ocho.
Yes.
You know, he if quiet is kept, not even quiet is kept here, he'll even tell you. I know he feel like he the baddest mofo out there on the court.
He is.
He play like it. He walk like it.
Hey, you talking about he don't feel like nobody in front of him can stop him, bro. I love
it. They can't.
His shot making ability is so elite. And I'm just thinking like, damn, he ain't even 100%. Imagine if this man was 100%. Like, but so a lot of times when you injure, bro, it make you focus a little harder too.
You absolutely lock in.
But I mean, it make you lock in a lot more versus you just being, feeling pretty damn good. So I think Ant-Man is locked in, bro.
When we look at Wemby, in the history of the game, we've never seen a guy this complete. We've never seen a guy 7'4.5" can shoot the three, can get the mid-range, can get all the way to the basket and flush it, and he's the best defender in basketball. We've never seen a guy this complete. Yeah, we've seen maybe a more skilled offense. Maybe if you look at Jokic and what he's able to do as far as passing the ball, shooting the three, the mid-range, around the basket, okay, cool. But what is Jokic going to give you on the defensive end? Yes, Shaq was more dominant. Yes, we've seen Admiral. We've seen Hakeem Olajuwon. But they were not there putting the ball. I could get a ball to win and say, you know what, Wemby, today we're going to run a large part of the game. We're going to run it through you. So we want you on the ball. And I don't feel we'll have any problem. I watched the way he handled the ball. Bro, you ain't supposed to be able to do that. That ain't right.
Man, that shit borderline cheating, bro. Real
It's
talk.
like Megatron. You're not supposed to be 6'4", 240 pounds, running 4'3", with a 43-inch vertical. That's not fair at the wide receiver. Damn it.
It's not. And Joe, you think about it, you don't play video game, but I'm sure a lot of people in the chat, I mean, obviously we have a lot of basketball fans, and I'm sure most of them played NBA 2K. Wemby is nothing but a creative player.
Man.
Wemby is a creative player that you know you can dominate with on the video game. It just so happened he's real. In real life. He's exactly what you create when you play goddamn 2K.
Man, you ain't lying.
It's crazy.
It's wild, bro. He is a unique talent. And boy, San Antonio, they good for the next 15 to 20 years, bro.
Yeah. It's going to be, I can't wait for Tuesday night. This thing going to be on. Don't they play Tuesday night? Yep, Tuesday night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they play Tuesday and they don't play again until Friday. Oh.